Hello, friends. Welcome to my channel. This is the Queen of Wands. I hope you guys had a great long week and productive one. I'm very happy that today is actually it's the weekend, so I work today. So I'm like a long week, like because I work in the weekend. So yeah, but I'm completely shutting myself off for Sunday and Monday. I'm not going Monday to work, and it's supposed to be my official day off, but I do work sometimes. But this time not. That's it. I'm not working Sunday and Monday. So I'm gonna just focus on myself and just relax my mind, my head, and everything. So let's see the energies for the upcoming week for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And whoever happens to be, this message is timeless. So if you happen to be on my channel and you happen to see this message, there must be something there down the lines, in between the lines, whatever. That would be that one single sentence that really triggers you and that really inspires you, really brings some awareness and something that you have to hear it. And it happens to me all the time when I'm on somebody else's channel, or I don't know, but it's something important. So I hope that somehow brings some help, some sort of good and positive information to that is uplifting to you and brings only prosperity, whatever the message is. All right, so here we go for the message for the upcoming week. What you need to know, and if there's someone coming into your life or not, and what message do they bring. So first, let's see the general energy. General energy, oh my God, it's memories of love. We got the Six of Cups, which is actually Venus in Scorpio. And aren't we in the Scorpio season right now? I keep saying that. This is affiliated to a mother figure as well. So it's like, I always see this as the Mother's Day. So maybe it's funny because my son is born on November 5th. And this is like the 6th. So I'm like the day after the birth practically. So this is a great, it's the birth of a child. So it could be for someone that actually expecting some great news, that it's affiliated to the past, the Six of Cups, good memories. That's why I said memories of love, like appreciation, love, the moment when you gave life to a new human being. So, and then you cherish that, going back to the pictures, actually, the memories of a picture. So, or even it could have been a week ago, 2 months ago. I do that often, what I did throughout the summer, and, finding joy in those little moments of, and cherish them. And always, I know that people say, oh, it's too self-absorbed in take a picture, of yourself or the environment you're in everywhere you go. Cherish the moment. Yes, and I do cherish, but I love to take pictures. Some people love taking pictures, taking a photograph of you, of me, of us, or the beauty of nature. And so when there's a moment like the Six of Cups, when I can go and look back, I cherish those moments, and I cherish them with such joy and gratitude. It can be a friend from the past. It can be, so we keep those little, fragments and memories of our friends and cherish them. Thank God we have those pictures. So what I would say, actually, now thinking about it, when you have those moments of solitude, or maybe a bit of sadness, and a moment of even impulsive behavior, when you're upset of someone, refrain from deleting everything, refrain from canceling and deleting those pictures or anything, conversations, just because you want to erase the past, unless there is some very painful memories. But you gotta live some memories that are good ones. Don't erase the good memories. If there's something that reminds you of just bad memories, then erase those. But a lovely picture when you look at it, and it brings nothing but joy. There's no reason to erase them. So I think there's an important message here to look into the upcoming week for you air signs, because you're gonna feel a bit nostalgic of some interaction with somebody. We have the Four of Pentacles here, firm foundation. I do connect this a bit also with the air sign of Emperor. He has the four, and structure. Yeah, the base chakra here. So you need to ground yourself. Sometimes the actions of the past build a firm foundation for the future. And the Six of Cups talks about the roots of the family roots from the past. How were you raised? The values, the principles, that the core values that your upbringing, your family core values, and always not leaving anger and not holding grudges to people. Like if your family raised you with those core values, that is not worth, jealousy is not worth it, holding grudges is not worth it. Compassion it's something that you need to cherish all the time. So you need to put yourself in other people's shoes and why they act in a certain way, and so this is talking about that particular thing, that you need to go back to your roots and what made you be this strong to this day. You see the mountain behind, in front of this man. Actually, he has turned the back on us to show the strength of his body, and his shoulder and upper shoulder and the whole back. It's like the backbone. It's the core of all the things that we build in life. It has deeper roots and has stronger foundation, and usually it's affiliated not only with a strong it has a father figure, but I feel like, because I always connect the Venus in Scorpio with a mother influence, so it could say that you maybe had or have a mother that had an impact in you, and she had a very masculine and strong energy with a lot of love and compassion in the same time. But somebody could say, no, not mine, but maybe she was a backbone to your upbringing. I have to think that because of the Six of Cups. Otherwise, you can have a father that was a very compassionate man, but very firm and very sturdy. He was present in your upbringing, somehow, some way. When you look back, you think that, when sometimes we think, oh, my dad wasn't around, he was working all the time. No, he gave you some strong roots, some core values, that when you look back, you think like, what, my dad always said, there's no problems, only solutions. So, he taught me that, and I'm sure he learned it somewhere else, but I learned it from him. He never panicked. That's strong of a man. And we had problems in our family. We had, my mom wasn't doing well, and he had to work hard, and he had to take care of us. We had to get an education, like he had to put food on the table. He was a career man as well, so it's not just, he had to think with his brain too, and be responsible for on a bigger scale. The mountain here is like a big burden on the shoulder, and to have such a strong foundation, such a patient and humble and strong and not impulsive man, to carry the burdens for everybody, not just the immediate family members, but even on a larger scale, like work and in a bigger institution. The four, it can represent an institution. I do connect that with a bit with the Emperor. So I don't know why I'm feeling a lot of the Emperor masculine energy right now. Maybe you as a woman or as a man, as an individual, you see with the Nine of Cups, it's a solitary card, but It says that everything you put your mind and your heart, it comes true. The Nine of Cups is about wishes coming true. The 10 is the realization of that happened, but this is like you're right there. You're almost there. Something's going to happen on November 9. You could get some sort of news. I'm not sure, but it's coming. A wish, something that you have put roots and hard work. It could be that somebody that has, is building a future for you, is building a structure for you with the Four of Pentacles to build upon that. That's another thing. Something that it didn't just was built overnight. Oh no, sir. With the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, no. This waterfalls here reminds me Niagara Falls, but this chest of treasure doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It's like divinely gifted. This is like divinely gifted. And somebody will make it happen because, again, with something like that was worked and was built from the past to the present. Something was in the making that has been going on for a while now. So it's not something that just happened today and yesterday. The Six of Cups is affiliated to the past and not just yesterday. This is it can be, I don't know, 6 years, 6 months, whatever it is. It can be 12 months. It can be, it can be 24 months. It can be, it can be 2-3 years. But it's saying that you are building a future based on what your input was in the past, and you build a firm foundation in the structure in the present to build this future. But it also saying that there is carries a lot of responsibilities with whatever is being granted to you. It comes with responsibilities. So big success and big achievement comes with great responsibility. Okay, so be prepared for it. But it's saying that only you can handle this. Nobody can do this. It's like this building here. You see that it's pretty wide, and it's like all these windows and doors, and it's like almost like departments. And in every section, you put yourself out there and try to give your input and to keep things structured and integrity. And again, it comes from someone that sees the bigger picture here. So if you feel a bit worried, if you did enough, am I good enough? Did I do enough? How much should I do more? I think you've done enough, and it's time for a reward. And you've proven yourself in great scales from different corners, different situation, and you have put a lot out there. It is taking a toll on you, and it's saying, and you always, when you help, you see the bigger picture. Or somebody sees the bigger picture when they decide to make this wish come true. So let me go deeper into this. Sacrifice. Wow. The Hangman. It again, you have gone through great lengths. God and all the circumstances have tested you in such ways that it took a toll on you. All those responsibilities, you never gave up though. You've gone through some enormous and exhausting stress and tests, but you made you stronger. Okay, it made you stronger. The Hangman here, he sees things from the upside down. His thinking is outside the box. He's coming to the solution. He's a bit of a sacrificer. What does it mean? He doesn't ask for help. He first will dive deep inside in this dirty waters, which means you dirty your hands and elbows, deep inside the dirty water to get the work done. This is how you are. You you don't wait for somebody else so your dress doesn't get dirty, or you just get it done. You don't your action is not, the first action you do is not, how do I call somebody to ask for help. You're like, I'm jumping in myself, you know? And the sacrifice is that you were overexhaust yourself, so you got to be careful. But you had to do this. You had to go through this test because to show that you are able to do it and you can challenge yourself. And now it's time for whoever sees this needs to appreciate it and really to reward it in a certain way. So if it's a sacrifice in relationship, then somebody, but you shouldn't be acting like you're sacrificing in a relationship. And I feel like that's how somebody is acting right now. I'm putting the attention more on love and relationship now. I don't know, but I feel like when somebody didn't correct what they needed corrected within a connection, and they stay because out of fear or out of guilt, or somebody made them guilty. One played the victim, the other was just too scared to leave because they don't want to find happiness on their own. So they're scared that the other person might actually find happiness. And while the other person is playing the victim, they don't want to, they use the clinging technique to not let go. Now, years go by, you're trying to, when people say, well, I sacrificed my true love so I could stay beside the person that, needs me. Sometimes that's what it is. Some people stay in a connection for other reasons. Maybe they feel trapped, maybe they feel guilty, and that's part of the karma, right? That's part of and then you think, oh, well, you know what, now it's too late anyway, so might as well, this is my sacrifice. So they try to see themselves as a hero. And my life is over now, it's done, that's okay, might as well stay where I am. It's not the end of the world. This person is a good person overall. It's just, there's a lot of things that, but it's not the person. I think it's you and this person to not really take this opportunity to nourish and help each other to grow. There is still not too late for that. And if you think this is a lost case and you're just playing the martyr, and don't do that. That's it. It's karma punishing by keeping you in a situation, but don't play the martyr. That it's a choice now for you to try to see the positive side. Now there could be other reasons. Sometimes there are children involved, and we still need to see that, like the hero. But I think it depends. If you have little kids, that's another story. But you have grown up kids. What are you sacrificing exactly? You gotta release. Sacrifice is about release and let others have the freedom to learn from their own mistakes. And this is what it is. It's a bit that the tendency to reach out for help right away or to fix for the moment. And this works also in a work environment. We are looking for the quick fix. Make that call, quick fix, Oh, look, quick fix, no preparation. With quick fix, that means we're not paying attention to details. That means that we'll never learn, because there's always somebody who's going to give me the quick fix, the quick solution. If you want, even in work, if you want a strong team that is long-lasting, first there has to be the willingness to learn every corner, every detail, even when you have clients or you have the schedule for the week, you got to know in advance who's coming, who's leaving, who's going. You got to know the ins and out of your place. That's how you know you really, and that's how you give a good contribution to this place, by you showing attention to detail before the day that things needs to happen. You're right. you got to be aware and alert before things go to the next level. So, not when all is completely consumed by nothingness, by no effort, and then because you never learn. That's the thing. You never learn that way. You just want the quick fix of, well, like we went for dinner. The quick fix of, let's go as a family, have a $400 dinner. But that's a quick fix. You feed your stomachs, but then what? There's still problems in the family, right? And the same thing at work, like I said, the quick fix is let's call somebody, let's just fix it now. But how did it even go to that point? Like, didn't you notice 2-3 days ago? Did you make sure that you know who individual you're dealing with it has a flawless experience? So the build to have success, you need to build a team that is willing to pay attention to detail and willing to learn. If we don't learn as leaders, if we are not willing to learn ourselves every little thing and quite fast, I would say, and that requires sacrifice because it requires a lot of learning and a lot of time. And the sacrifice is sometimes you got to sacrifice your own time. After work time, put a lot of hours after time. Not only just these meetings for sure, but before working hours and after hours, so you really master yourself, so you really become self-sufficient, so you really don't need to rely on nobody, so you really make sense of your business sense of things. I can find the word, but so you really don't come up with just a quick fix, but you come up with a mature solution that has also a certain level of calmness. That's also important, not agitation, because people will sense your anger, they will sense your agitation, your frustration, your over energetic behavior, that there is some elements of insecurity and behind it. People sense all that. So, yeah, I'm jumping around from love, from relationship, but also to day-to-day relationship. I'm talking about the rest of the week. So pay attention to these details. And also, again, for you that, looking for a job or just got a job or something like that, or got into a new relationship, it requires your time. It requires sacrifice for beginners levels, okay? And you got to learn everything. Everything that you cannot do this, but then you want a whole staff and team to be there for you. Somebody has to train these people too. And guess who's going to be the trainer after? Who's going to do the sacrifice. So it's not fair for people that have done this for a long time to keep training over and over new people, because the new leaders that we're trying to build are not willing to learn themselves. Everybody got their strengths and weakness, but we got to fight our fears. There's a lot of blockages here that we refrain from expanding and really thinking outside the box and do things in a very mature and organized way and a calm way, but not in a very also slow way, because you got to be productive. Relationship, the same thing. You got to really put your effort and time here. However, for the ones that have put their time and the sacrifice and have passed the test of time, because in the past and up to now, all those sacrifices were worth the effort, because there's abundance here. Here with rainbow, we see that in the star card actually, and the wishes are coming true. So wait for some, I don't know, it can come up in the form of a money, it can come up in the form of declaration, and it can come up in the form of some sort of a gift or recognition. But if it's a love, somebody will come to you one day. You know what? It can be from your partner that you have for the last 20 or 25 years. That they said, you know what, you've gone through hell, through so many tests together, but you know what, you stood by my side. And let me tell you that please accept my apologies, because you've been a true friend, a true partner, a very patient and understanding, and I'm undeserving of you, but you somehow try to see beyond my anger and my pain. And I appreciate you, and I thank you in the most humble way, because I think I'm undeserving of you, but I'm realizing that you are a true gem. This is, somebody will say that to somebody, that whether they were tied down together by the circumstances, through the good and the bad times, they stuck by each other, whether there was this great love, or maybe not the biggest love that we're hoping, but it is what it is. But there's a sense of appreciation here, and somebody will come with some sort of a gift from the heart to show that appreciation. Let's get another card. I think I'm going to have to end it soon. The Ace of Cups. Oh my God. We are all winners here. Together we win. This is what it is. This is cheering, because there's not one winner. We all win together. Yeah. So the contribution, that the help that is given in a more genuine way. But again, in the same time, people will not all need to look for the easy way for the help. They have to show themselves they are willing to put the effort and the work and the sacrifice themselves, without easily just taking things. Because to be on the same team, it means that we all got to go through those challenges, also individually. Unless you learn each skill, they cannot make it alone. So they have to be all good. You cannot take the reward for somebody else's hard work, but you are in the background there and you didn't put enough work. I don't know why, but I feel there's somebody here that is hiding. Is hiding as with the concept of we're all winners, but the real winners are these three people here who has been long enough to put the hard work over the years. This is what I'm saying. Everybody behind it, they're just hiding behind it. I don't know why I'm feeling this one, but you got to be careful, because 9 is a solitary card, and the personal achievement first, you need to learn and some skills on your own, and go through those sacrifices on your own, and master things on your own, like those elbow greasing. You know what I mean? In order, they all have to do that to a very great scale of sacrifice. Unless you're willing to do that, it's going to be hard to grow as a team, because if you're expecting to win on others people's shoulders without really paying attention to details, and really learn and help yourself and others in ways that it will help you grow, and let's say you work for a company, there is that tendency to expect others to do more for us in the name of the friendship, in the name of the teamwork, in the name of, oh, but you know this stuff more than I do, so you should be as prompt and available. It reminds me a bit of, here, this card, surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. Not everybody's going to be happy that you are not giving a lending hand just that easily. What does teamwork means to you? That I'm going to do the work for you? If somebody has put enough work and sacrifices and it's known by their teamworks, the new team members have to show that they really got to start thinking outside the box a bit on themselves and go the extra mile and fight their fears. This is how it is. And the relationship You cannot say we're teamwork and then, you only one person does the job of the two of us. One is the passive, one is more, active. It cannot be like that. You both got to contribute. You both got to learn. You both got to grow together. Not that one learns from the mistakes and the other says, oh, thank you. I was helpful for something. I was good for something. What were you good for? Because you did nothing? And all this time you thought that, oh, she was the broken one. I didn't even have to do anything. I had just to play the mind games. No. If one of you really learned from this and grew, and you think that you're just living in denial, you think you just wasted all these years doing no progression, no changes, nothing to acknowledge. Somebody owes somebody an apology. Somebody to this day hasn't come across to you or you to them, whatever, to say, you know what? Let me recognize your hard work and your effort. Let me recognize your contribution to this, because I do see it. Let me tell you that you are not only the one with flaws in this. I had my own. I just was not willing to accept it and acknowledge it. And I'm seeing it now. Okay? The people pleasing is, do not do things just for the hell of being loved and accepted and respected. You all have this journey on your own. You will be different from the others. You will be separated. You will, whether you make enemies or no friends at all, it doesn't matter. Stay in your integrity, but do not burn yourself out for other people's validation, because they will always hide. Some of them that will hide behind this victory, acting like they were part of this victory, but that they don't understand they have to go through their own journey and their own fears to fight and their own healing. But this is rule number not one. Put healthy boundaries. Do not just jump when they say hi. When they say, let's say Sunday do this and that. No, put some boundaries. If it gets unhealthy for your mental and physical, emotional state, put some healthy boundary. You don't have to go to that date. You don't have to go to that event. If you have family you need to attend to be with, then do that. That's it. All right? So no more people pleasing. It's very important. You're gonna experience this emotion, this type of interaction, and you're going to realize that I need to put that limitation this week. This is what you're going to learn. You're going to say, enough. I've done enough. If you like it, if not, you know what? You cannot use power on people to make them feel threatened or insecure. Like, am I enough? Did I do enough? Did I have to prove enough? Do I have to go to that event on Sunday to prove that, I work hard? Do you really need to do that? So, you know what I mean? Remember, you're not a slave. You, in this connection, in this relationship, in whatever partnership, whatever circumstances, you serve, but you're not a servant. Okay? You serve, you're not a servant. And you're not a slave. You have rights. You have freedom. You have a choice. And do it with integrity and within your healthy boundaries. All right. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.